AS Biology. Welcome. Are you excited for a fun learning session? Make sure you have your book and a pen before we start. Today you are going to learn about microscopes. Microscopes. Magnification means making or producing an image of an object that is larger than the object. Whereas resolution means is how clearly 2 points can be seen as separate images at a given distance. Magnification is equal to eyepiece lens times objective lens. Magnification is equal to the size of the image divided by the real size. There are two main types of microscopes, light and electron. A light microscope uses, as the name suggests, light to form the image. Light microscopes have a maximum total magnification of about x1500. A light microscope has a maximum resolution of about 0.2 micrometers. This is due to the wavelength of light. There are advantages and disadvantages of light microscopes. Some advantages are that light microscopes are relatively cheap and they can be used to view living samples. A disadvantage of light microscopes is that they have relatively low magnification and resolution. There are two main types of light microscope. Compound microscopes is shown in the diagram, and dissection microscopes. These are used to produce a 3D magnified image. An electron microscope uses, once again as the name suggests, electrons to form the image of the sample. Electron microscopes produce images with much higher resolution than light microscopes, of up to 1000 times greater than the resolution of the light microscope, and they are able to produce a greater magnification than light microscopes of around a 1.5 million times greater magnification. The two main types of electron microscope are scanning transmission. A scanning electron microscope uses a beam of electrons to knock electrons off the sample. These electrons then hit a detector. The frequency and pattern of the hits allows the computer to build an image of the sample. The image produced is often a 3D image of the surface of the sample. And SEM has a lower resolution than a transmission electron microscope. Scanning microscopes have advantages and disadvantages. Some advantages are that these microscopes can be used to produce a 3D image and can be used on thick samples. Some disadvantages are that the images produced by scanning microscopes do not have as high resolution as the transmission electron microscope. A transmission electron microscope uses electromagnets to guide a beam of electrons to be transmitted through the sample. The number of electrons that make it through the sample, denser parts absorb more, and the electrons that do make it move slower form the image, with the denser areas showing as darker than the less dense areas. Transmission microscopes have advantages and disadvantages. Such as advantages: produce images with high resolution. Internal structures of the sample can be seen. Disadvantages: can only be used on thin samples, or all the electrons will be absorbed.